What a crazy season. 2019-2020 season review. Let's get straight into it. Going into the season, we made some great signings. Che Adams is one, and Djenepo as well. Obviously, later on, we found out Djenepo got injured quite a bit, and Che Adams found it difficult to start off with until his confidence grew. But yeah, also I was quite excited to see Ralph Hasenhüttl will have like his first full season with us, because obviously he joined halfway through pretty much after we sacked Mark Hughes last season before. So yeah, I was hoping personally we were going to finish mid-table or maybe nearer to Europa League, which was probably way too optimistic for me. But after the pre-season we had a really good pre-season. I thought we'd have a good start, but with the fixtures, I can see why we kind of struggled. So first off, we had Burnley away. What an awful day. It was summer, August, and for some reason in Burnley, it was raining. I mean, honestly, but yeah, here's the highlights.
People now ask me if I like football. I say yes, I do like football, but not Burnley. Burnley can fuck off. No!
Honestly, one of the worst away days I've experienced. Anyway, next up, you thought it wouldn't get any worse. We had Liverpool at home next game, so the chances of getting something there was very unlikely. And we did well, to be fair. We only lost 2-1, but yeah, here's some more highlights. So not a great start to the season, really. 2 games, 2 defeats. Mane there with an absolute rocket, and then Firmino scored, and then Ings just got on the end of it when Adrian completely messed up. But yeah, next game, our first win of the season, came at Brighton away, and Brighton away is always a good away day. So yeah, let's get into it. The atmosphere that day was just phenomenal. Djenepo with an absolute rocket after he came on from the bench, and also Redmond scored at the last minute to seal the win. But yeah, next up we had Fulham away in the Cup, which we won 1-0, and then we had Man United at home, which we drew 1-1. Great goal from Dan James there, but a great header from Vestergaard there to get us a point. Next up, we had Sheffield United away. Honestly, Sheffield United were a breath of fresh air when they came straight up from the Championship, but somehow we got the win here. And yeah, what the scenes when we scored that goal, just phenomenal. So yeah, Jennifer with another absolute beautiful goal to get us that win. Also, just before that game, we found out we had Portsmouth away in the Carabao Cup. So yeah, that was to come. But next up, we had Bournemouth at home, another South Coast team. But yeah, we lost 3-1 to Bournemouth at home. I think that was the first time they ever beaten us at home. James Ward-Prowse there with a penalty. But yeah, at the end, Bournemouth were literally giving it so big, saying they were bigger than us by saying mind the gap, etc. But yeah, next came the big one, Portsmouth away in the Carabao Cup. I honestly did not know what to expect. The last time we played them was obviously in the Championship, and they scored an equaliser in the last minute at home to get a draw. So yeah, for me, we had to win this game, and yeah, just unbelievable scenes. I don't think I've ever witnessed anything like this on an away day.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in, I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the Saints go marching in, if you're a Poppy fan, so you know we die. We'll follow Southampton. Hello, hello, we are Southampton boys. Hello, hello, we are Southampton boys. And if you are a Poppy fan, so you know we die. We'll follow Southampton. Hello, hello, we are Southampton boys. There's only one team in action. One team in action. There's only one team in action. One team in action. There's only one team in action. 4-0 in your own backyard. 4-0 in your own backyard. 4-0 In your own backyard 4-0. 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 In your own backyard.
Just honestly, what a night that was. To beat your rivals is something, but to beat them 4-0 is just incredible. Honestly, one of the best nights of my life. And yeah, next it was back to league action against Spurs at the new White Hart Lane. Brand new stadium, first time pretty much going there. I went to the old White Hart Lane before, but this was something else. The stadium just phenomenal. But sadly we lost 2-1, but yeah.
It's one of our own. It's one of our own. It's one of our own. Sally, it's one of our own.
Personally, I remember leaving that game disappointed. I thought we deserved a draw, but Lloris made some great saves that game, as you saw. But yeah. Next, we had Chelsea at home, which we lost 4-1. I was starting to see we were terrible at home. And then, obviously, we had Wolves away, which we drew 1-1. Ings got a goal there. And then what was to come is just a disgrace. Like, the fact we lost 9-0 in a game at home is just, I don't even know, speechless, really. Okay, we went down to 10 men quite early, but every time Leicester were on the attack, they literally looked like they were going to score. And at the end, it came to 9-0. Just devastating and embarrassing, to be honest. Like, how can you concede 9 goals in a home game, or even 9 goals at all? But yeah, this for me was a turning point in our season. Like, after this, okay, things were still good, but the players seemed different. They seemed motivated as well to put things right. And yeah, but if you thought it was going to get better straight away, you're wrong, because we had Man City away in the Cup and Man City away in the league. In the Cup, we lost 3-1. In the league, we lost 2-1, which isn't too bad considering it's Man City. But yeah, then we had Everton at home, which we lost 2-1. For me, that's when I thought maybe Hasenhüttl wasn't the right man for the job, etc. And then we went away to Arsenal and drew 2-2, which was a great point, to be honest. We could have probably won that, but they scored late on to get an equaliser. And then we had 2 crucial, and I mean crucial, home games. One against Watford and the other against Norwich. They were both below us, or in around us, in the relegation battle, and somehow we got the results we needed. McCarthy really did keep us in that game. But yeah, next up we had Norwich. Two great set-piece goals got us the win there. Then we had away to Newcastle, which we lost 2-1. We never seem to win at St James's Park. I don't know what it is. And then home to West Ham, we lost 1-0. And that was, again, a very disappointing game to lose. And then after that, we had Aston Villa away, which is, again, always normally a good away day for us.
Such a way of living. Come on, yes! Chelsea's getting, come on, yes! 2-0, come on, yes! Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. He's one of our own. Danny is one of our own. Ings is on fire. Your defence is terrified. Ings is on fire. La 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 la
After that brilliant win at Villa, obviously Jack Grealish did score a good goal there, but we played Chelsea away and we somehow won 2-0. Honestly, that's probably the result of the season. After losing 9-0, we then beat Chelsea 2-0 at Stamford Bridge as well. I really wish I went to that game. And yeah, we then drew 1-1 with Crystal Palace at home for our last game of the year. And then we played Spurs at home, which we scored an absolute brilliant goal. Jack Stevens put the ball forward over the top, fed Ings in, and Ings done the rest. It was just unbelievable. Just a quality win against Spurs at home. Then we had Huddersfield at home in the FA Cup, which we won 2-0 thanks to two youngsters scoring 2 goals. And yeah, here they are. Smallbone and Vokins both had a really good game that game. I'm really looking forward to seeing Smallbone next season, to be honest. I think he'd be a very good addition to the squad. Next up, we had Leicester away. Obviously, the last time we faced them, we obviously got absolutely smashed at home. So yeah, we, in theory, had to win this game because we wanted a revenge. And luckily, we did 2-1. Armstrong and Ings with the goals. Ings scored in the 81st minute to get us the win. We then had Wolves at home, which we were 2-0 up in, and somehow we ended up losing 3-2. As you can see, a reoccurrence of our home form just goes completely out the window. I just don't get why we're so bad at home this season. But yeah. Then came a Crystal Palace away game, and we won 2-0. 2 brilliant goals as well to win us that game. And then came Spurs at home in the FA Cup. Drawing 1-1 meant we had to play a replay against Spurs, but first of all, we had to go to Anfield to play Liverpool away, which we lost 4-0. To be honest, that game, I thought we should have had a penalty first, and then it went down the other end and scored. But yeah, Spurs away in the FA Cup replay. Here's the highlights.
Southamptonfc, we're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. And it's called Southampton. Oh, Southamptonfc, we're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. Go on! Go on! Go on! Go on! Going left.
Honestly, that game, the better team lost that game. Like, that counter-attacking goal we scored was just phenomenal. Maybe one of the goals of the season. The way Redmond skipped past all those players, passes to Ings, and Ings slots it home, just phenomenal. For me, Son dived, but a lot of people will disagree with me there. But yeah, we lost 3-2, and so we were out the FA Cup. It was then back at home against Burnley, which we lost 2-1. Vidra scored an amazing goal for Burnley, to be honest, but yeah. We then had Aston Villa, and here's the highlights. And that was our final win we saw with crowd. Like, that's crazy, isn't it? February 22nd on a Saturday was the last time there was fans in the stadium at St Mary's to see us win. But yeah, I remember that game very well because we were 1-0 up for ages and I thought, oh no, we're going to throw this away. But then from a corner, we counter-attacked. Some say Pepe Reina's still running right now. But yeah, great finish from Armstrong, and yeah, we won the game 2-0. Next, we had a struggling West Ham away. We always struggle at West Ham. It's probably one of the worst away days as well, to be honest. Like, just the way the away fans are seated, it's just horrible. But yeah, we lost 3-1, but Obafemi scored, and here's the goal.
Cheers,
So we lost 3-1 at West Ham. A very poor display, to be honest. McCarthy was at fault for one of the goals. But yeah, then came March the 7th, our last ever game we saw, or I vlogged at St Mary's, or even at all this season. Newcastle at home, which we lost 1-0 thanks to a mistake. But yeah. For me, McCarthy redeemed himself massively this game. The saves he made, he saved a penalty as well, just insane. But obviously we lost 1-0. St Maximus scored because Valerie didn't clear it. But yeah, we then experienced something that nobody has ever experienced before. A pandemic of COVID-19, a virus which is lethal and many people sadly have lost their life and still are losing lives. Hopefully something gets done soon and we all get back to normal, but we had to go 2 months without football, and obviously we aren't allowed back in stadiums until the virus either goes or like cools down a bit more. So obviously we had a peak of coronavirus, and yeah, we didn't know if football was going to be voided. The season could have been voided, but eventually football was back underway and we started with Norwich away, which obviously I had a ticket for, but we weren't able to go, and same with Watford away as well. But yeah, if it's saving lives, then it's best to just stay at home and watch it at home. So I did a reaction of each game, and yeah, I don't have the highlights of this, but if you want to check them out, they're all on my channel. So yeah, we beat Norwich away 3-0 behind closed doors. When we lost 2-0 to Arsenal at home, followed by a 3-1 win against Watford away. That was a great game, that one, to be honest. Then we had Man City at home, which Che Adams came alive. He scored his first goal for us and the first goal of his Premier League season. It was a phenomenal goal as well. I think it was the furthest goal scored out, like the furthest goal out from the box. He literally chipped Edison. It was just phenomenal. To beat Man City 1-0 was just insane. Then came a 1-1 draw at Everton. Everton's a very tough place to go, so a draw there was very good, but I thought we deserved more. We missed a penalty that game as well. This was then followed by an away trip to Manchester United, which we drew 2-2 with a last minute, and I mean last minute, equaliser by Obafemi on the corner to get a draw. It was just phenomenal. Corner comes in. Yes! Come on! Yes! Obafemi, come on! Yes! Last minute equaliser, come on! Yes! Oh my god! Last seconds! Oh my god! Yes! After that quality draw at Man United, we had a home game against Brighton, which we drew 1-1, and then we had Bournemouth away, which somehow they needed to win to stay up, and we beat them 2-0. So yeah, that game basically sent Bournemouth down, and they thought they equalised as well, but VAR ruled it out. And then we had our last game of the season against Sheffield United at home, which we won 3-1, and Che Adams got 2 goals there as well. So Che Adams got 4 goals, and yeah, since the restart after coronavirus, we just looked phenomenal, like it's a completely different team. And this is how the Premier League table finished. Liverpool in top, us in 11th somehow. I mean, what an achievement, what a successful season. Finishing above Everton, even though we lost 9-0 in the same season. And the start we had as well, just phenomenal. What an achievement to finish mid-table. Just insane. In terms of player-wise, I'd say most underrated player performed of this season, probably Armstrong. I feel sometimes he didn't get enough credit that he deserves. I thought he's had a good season this season. My player of the season would be Danny Ings, scoring 22 goals, just insane, and only one of them being a penalty, just phenomenal in our team. And I'm quite looking forward to him playing again up front with Che Adams next season. And I'm also looking forward to Djenepo playing next season as well. I feel like he had a tough time with injuries, and so yeah, really looking forward to him next season. And my most improved player will probably be Jack Stevens. I felt like he was phenomenal this season. So yeah, I've now got some other people's opinions of the season and their thoughts. So yeah, I'll hand you over to them.
Right, hello to the subscribers of Ryan's channel. Thank you for having me on the show to give my views on this season. A little bit about matchday vlogs. Basically, we vlog the home games at St Mary's and occasional away games. And I'm a keen videographer, photographer who loves Southampton Football Club and football in general. So that's what happens. And boy, do we have some moments. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Right, my thoughts on this season. My goodness, what a mixed season we've had, really. Overall, very impressed. To finish 11th, super happy about that. To finish on 52 points, incredible. It was everything I'd hoped for. The first few games of the season, they were pretty disastrous. I think looking back at some of the team selections, it was really quite bizarre to see the formations he was putting together and the teams he was putting out compared to the teams we've been putting out more recently. My hopes for the season were to finish around 11th, 10th or 11th. I think that was where most Saints fans could probably see the progression coming. But certainly after those first few games, certainly the home games right up to the end of November were pretty shocking, let's be honest with ourselves. But to have so many away wins, to have Danny Ings hitting 22 goals for the season is just incredible. And to finally have Shea Adams starting to score goals towards the end of the season has been fantastic. But I think what really stands out for me is the fact that we gained 44 points since that humiliation against Leicester. And the fact that we ended the season on -9 as a goal difference, kind of poetic. All in all, very, very happy. And I would certainly hope for next season that if we can sort our home form out, we're pushing for Europe. I mean, that's all it is really. I mean, we were only a few home wins away from getting into Europe this season. So if we can sort our home form out, get some of those positions wrapped up, we're on for a strong season. Pretty much sums up my thoughts of the season. If I had to give it a grade, what would I give it? What would I give it? I'd give it an A. You know, football's all about expectation versus achievement. And I think we've achieved what we optimistically hoped for at the beginning of the season. So we get an A. Good job, boys. Well done. Right, that pretty much sums it up. And hopefully I've done this within the time limit that was required. Ryan, you gave me 2 minutes. I really hope I've got within that. But again, thanks Ryan for having me on the show. Thanks to all the subscribers. And yeah, come on you Saints. See you soon.
Alright guys, so I'm just going to be doing my quick season review. It's great to be back on Ryan's channel. He's invited me back on. And yeah, I'm going to try and keep this as short and sweet as possible, but I'm going to talk you through the season. It wasn't the most ideal start. Of course, everyone remembers Burnley away. 3-0 opening day of the season. It was just, it knocked the stuffing out of the fans, I think, and it was just the whole team. I think everyone was quite optimistic going into the whole season, and then to have it all kind of taken away like that, or rather all that optimism taken away, it was tough. But then actually we didn't do that badly after that. As far as I remember, we put in a good performance against Liverpool, and we beat Brighton, got a good point against Man United, and then beat Sheffield United. It was after that that things started to go downhill in the league. Lost at Bournemouth at home, I remember, and then we just went on a terrible losing. Of course, everyone knows about that 9-0 result, which certainly wasn't ideal, and we haven't heard the end of it for the rest of the season. But in a way, I think that 9-0 was a necessary kick up the backside for not only our players but the manager to switch things up, and that's exactly what happened. It didn't happen instantaneously, which is why I think the board has got to take a lot of credit, because it would have been so easy to sack Ralph after the 9-0. And to be honest with you, majority of managers would have been sacked. I mean, he said himself he was fully expecting to be sacked after that performance. I remember after that, I think we put in a good performance against Man City, but we still lost. And then we lost at home to Everton, I think. And yeah, there was a couple just not great results. We lost away at Newcastle, lost at home to West Ham as well. And then round about, pretty much from Villa away onwards, just before Christmas, just something clicked, you know. The way we played, just everything started to click. Our high pressing, high tempo style of football was starting to work, and we were squeezing the life out of teams, to be honest with you, and winning the ball in dangerous areas. And of course, when you've got a goal scorer as good as Danny Ings, I mean, you give yourself a really good chance of winning some games. So yeah, and then after that, from 2020 onwards, to be honest, we were incredible. Like, there's no doubt about it. We were incredible. Anybody who wants to dispute that fact, look at the form table for the second half of the season. So basically 2020 to the end of the season. I know the season was a bit obviously touch and go with the whole lockdown thing. We were third in the form table for the second half of the season, third. Not only does that show how bad we were in the first half, but that also shows how incredible we were in the second half of the season. You know, teams just couldn't handle us. They couldn't handle our pressing. Our defence shored up a lot. I think Stevens and Bednarek, particularly Jack Stevens, were excellent. And I mean, I think Jack Stevens has got to be the most improved player by a long shot. this past season. He was excellent throughout the entire season, and yeah, it was just exciting to watch. And there were a few disappointing results in 2020, but you know, you're not going to win every game. And we ended up finishing 11th, and I think that was a really strong end to the season, considering we'd spent the majority of the season. I think we started the post-lockdown period, I want to say in 14th. We weren't entirely out of the relegation battle, but we were pretty much safe. And a few victories, and we were absolutely fine. And yeah, like I said, finishing 11th was an excellent end to the season.
Well guys, I'd like to thank Ryan for letting me on his channel. I've been asked to review the Southampton season, and without swearing, we'll start with Burnley away. Start of the season, me and the boys travelled up there, me, and obviously Ryan was there as well. Yeah, when you go into that game with renewed hope, renewed optimism that everything's going to change and you'll have a good season, you'll have a good game, yeah, brilliant, let's go up there, let's travel to the other side of the country, and the rain is absolutely shitting it down. The weather is, all in all, just terrible. The beer, vile, and the result, 3-0. Can't lie, at that point I was thinking we're in for another rough season. And I kind of thought I was right. Probably up until about January time, where things started to look up. Obviously, I don't want to mention it, but I feel like, you know, you got to mention the elephant in the room here. The 9-0 drubbing that arguably turned the season round, put it in our favour. It definitely gave everyone a kick up the arse, you know. But I'd like to just take a minute to talk about our star man, Danny Ings. Fantastic player. You know, he's made the difference, to be honest. I know a lot of people give us a load of stick. Oh yeah, without his goals you got relegated. No, we wouldn't. We would have got relegated. But I don't think we'd have finished as high up as we did. That's, you know, that's for sure. Obviously just shy of the golden boot. It's a shame because I think he deserved it more than Vardy. But here we are. Goal's a goal, whether it's from a penalty spot or a tap-in or not. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the season coming. All in all, I'd say we achieved where every Southampton fan would have accepted with very wide arms at the start of the season. You know, 11th place, just shy of the top half. It's definitely, you know, it's a lot better than what we would have expected, especially considering at one point we did lose 9-0 at home. But, you know, that's in the past now. Hopefully we can take on our end of season form into next season. But yeah, fantastic end to the season, and hopefully we can keep that up. Ryan, I'm not sure whether you gave me 2 or 3 minutes, but here we are. Probably about 3 minutes now. So cheers for having me on your channel, mate, and subscribe to Ryan.
So there we go then, guys. That's the end of this video. I have no idea what's going to happen next season, to be honest. Like, are we allowed back in stadiums? Nothing's been really clarified yet. Thanks to Mike, Kieran and Lewis as well for coming on the channel and voicing their opinions of the season. I'll leave a link to Mike's YouTube channel down below. He does matchday vlogs, as he said. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.